Good morning, everyone. This is Marla Copal, and I'm the Vitality Mentor. And today, on Monday, February 1st, I just thought I would take up some new thoughts that I'm having all the time. I personally am starting a coaching program, and it's asking me a lot of pointed questions. And sometimes I don't know how to answer what I want, as well as I know how to answer what I don't want. And so that's a challenge. And I like to share challenges. I like to step into challenges. I like adventure. So today I decided we'd talk about mindset essentials, vitality, and savvy. Well, how do those play in with mindset essentials? Well, first of all, you have to have enthusiasm to explore. And that to me is vitality. And I am such an adventurer, either mentally or physically. With a few physical limitations now, with some of the things that I can't do that I used to do, but it doesn't mean my mind had to stop. And I'm challenged all the time. I also think that savvy comes from our life experiences. Where have we blended, adjusted? So what I want to talk about today are some mindsets that people don't know they walk themselves into. There's common language or phrases that we all use, and we accept them as truth, or we accept them as procedure, and that is scary to me. So I noticed that as a marketing person who's worked health shows and trying to help people, or coaching some of my friends, they all talk about this great day in the future where they will retire. So retire, in essence, means stop, not do what you used to do. But to me, I want to know the follow-up. What are you going to do now? What's your new excitement? What's your new thrill? And they go, oh, I'm going to play with the grandkids. Well, that's really good. But we're worried nowadays about all these affirmities that show up with the elderly. And by the way, you hear me use that word? I don't put myself in that category yet. It's like, I don't get that category yet, and I don't intend to. But not to put a diss on anybody who's out there and feeling that way. But I want to know, at what point did you decide you crossed the threshold into stopping? So did you have a great title at work that when you didn't have that title anymore, you didn't know how to identify? Or you decided that there's some things you wanted to do, but that didn't feel comfortable. Well, one of the ways that if we take a look at the vitality and the savvy we want to have is we still need to set goals to do successful aging. And yes, I'm using the phrase successful aging. It's a mindset that you can successfully age. Yes, our bodies have time clocks. Yes, we know that there will be a demise. That's a given. The world sticks with us with demise. But, God hasn't changed that process. But what we get to do is we get to write the script for what that's going to look like. So as I was doing some research this weekend, I realized that, there's a lot of people making an income, sharing mindset essentials. And I wanted to just take a look at the retirement mindset. Well, really the one that I've met and that I meet often is where people say, I live on a fixed income, or I'm retired and I get to do nothing. Well, when you do nothing in your heart or your mind, let alone if that's disbelievable because you're out in the garage working in your workshop, or you're sharing your ministry every day with someone by transferring the youthful ministers to their next position, or you are going and volunteering somewhere. If you've got the mindset that you're doing nothing, what does that do to your cellular matter and your brain matter? Are you giving your brain and your body permission to start shutting down? So here's my objective. My mindset is I am a successful ager. I will live with vitality and savvy. I will have fun being the mentor of others, But usually where I kick in, my best audience is the 45 to 55, 60, like all of a sudden, oh, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do next? So let me give you a tip today, because I don't want to take too long, but I am going to work on this week if you want to tune in. And I'm on every day somewhere between 9:30 and 10, depending on what other plans that I've had to make for the day. But I found something the other day that mindset has 7 categories. Now I'm going to think there's more. Thank you for the like. And thank you everybody who's watching this morning. And remember that if you do ever want to comment, the post for how to ask StreamYard to notify me that you're here is in the link. So mindsets, there's passion, there's gratitude, there's time is now. Time is now. I'm one of those people. That is my mindset, like all the time. It's now. Tomorrow may not be here, so it's now. I am connected. Yes, the mindset that you're connected spiritually, or your heart, or your friends, or your communities. We all need that. But think of the people who don't have that. And I'm going to ask you, what's the opposite of I am connected? I am disconnected. So when you are using the phrases, I'm retired, I'm stopping, are you also saying I'm disconnected? Is that the same as unplugging the ventilator and saying, done, take me? Big question, right? Then all is possible. Yeah, so I still want to know what's possible. I love to entertain. I love to communicate. I tell you what, changing up my processes for the last year, not being able to be in person, touch, feel, hug, has been a momentous shift for me. But all is possible. Some people use the mindset live to give. Hi, Lisa Moore. I'm so glad reframing our statements is the biggest part of the mindset game, because we don't know what it set us up for. So thank you for sharing that, because reframing is so wild. But a lot of people also get stuck on just one mindset shift is all they need. Everything needs to be reviewed. And then here's one that I really, really like. And I own this, and I work at it every day, that I'm 100% accountable to what I say, how I am with other people, how I listen. Now, does that mean I do it well? No, it means that I'm coachable. That, like, if I step out in the world and I don't represent myself, my friends know that they can poke me and say, Marla, did you really hear yourself? Did you want to go there? Sounds like you're building a rat hole of expectations of nothing. So mindset is varied. It comes at us multiple times a day, and it is the biggest thing we get to manage. So back to what spurred me on today is I once again heard somebody else yesterday say, I live on a fixed income. Yes, there is a measured amount that comes in, but it does not mean you have to accept that. So what's available to you to re-inspire yourself to move forward with just a tad more vitality, or take all those life skills you've had and turn them around and tune up and tune in to the world of today? And if anybody out there is saying, hey, I gave up on technology a long time ago. Well, technology's been with us a long time. I've been using it since 1984, and I will use it until I'm 105. So whatever's stopping you, if you need to have a conversation, y'all know where you can message me. So I want to say happy Monday, happy February 1st. Let's make 2021 a year of going forward with whatever adventure you want to have, and make your mind work for you, not against you. Bye-bye.